Coming to you live from the second floor hall closet at Garrett the Griddler Studios, it's Let's Take a Look with the Cook. Now, he's banned from his local Kroger for hearing frisket when it should have been brisket. Give it up for Ken. I ask you a question, son.
Yes, the 100-pack, yes, of the assorted mustaches, yes.
Green light means on air, Ken.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to you and all of you. I'm your host, Ken. I ask you a question, son, and this is Let's Take a Look with the Cook. So, he's always saying, let's keep cooking. He's still cooking. Garrett the Griddler.
Thank y'all, really, I appreciate it, really do.
So, Garrett the Griddler, I understand maybe on this copycat cook, we might take the subway to try to get to it. You know what I mean?
Well, Ken, I wouldn't really say copycat attempt, but it's definitely heavily inspired by the Subway Italian B.M.T. I had the stuff on hand. I was wanting to come up with a kind of entry-level griddle cook, learn your temperature, learn your griddle top cook. There were some roadblocks here and there, but overall, I was pretty pleased with how it turned out.
Well, there you have it. Sounds like it could get a little interesting here. So let's get to the griddle.
Ingredients first, Ken. Got garlic herb butter, sub bun of your choice, ham, salami, pepperoni sandwich size, provolone cheese, and for my toppings I went with sweet peppers, onions, and banana peppers. Well, we have made it to the still-made griddle, and this cook has not gotten off to a strong start already. I got some buns on clearance, trying to save on the production budget and whatnot. Meat quotas, etc.
We in the red bad.
And my buns were a little squashed. So, I kind of saw it coming, but when I was at Kroger, they didn't really have any other sub buns to check out. So if you've checked out the video of the chicken cheesesteak wrap that was explained, shameless plug. But I tried to use my Play-Doh skills to take two. I'm trying to work on this outside. So I'll take two, and I'll kind of press it at the seams like such. And it's holding up a little bit. Not perfect, but I'm thinking I'll put enough cheese on it. It'll kind of glue it together. And, I thought about scrapping the cook, just cooking it and eating it as is. But I think it's part of the fun of the griddle is to be able to try to improvise and strategize with what you got. So, with that being said, we got the still-made griddle preheated to around about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 375. I know it's like a 25 degree range there, but this right here, like I said, is on my stovetop. So I do have a little bit more temperature drop-off compared to your normal griddle. So it's a pretty low-temp cook, though, if you're trying to factor it into what you're using it on. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead, put down a little garlicky herb butter, and as I'm applying this butter, this is when I realized that I have forgotten my spatulas. Go figure. They're in the sink over there, so I'm gonna leave you with a little onion pepper action while I go grab them. Be right back. Sorry, they're kind of dirty. I just did a cheesesteak cook with them. So nothing too bad. All right. That'll work. And we're back. So, giving these a little bit of a head start. I want the snap. I don't want them to saute down all that much. Like I said, this is inspired by Subway's Italian B.M.T. sub, and I would add peppers and onions to that. So I'm kind of doing it how I want. I'm also adding banana peppers. These right here, found them at Walmart. If you never tried them, they're really good. Mount Olive Italian seasoned mild banana pepper rings. Really good. I enjoy them quite a bit. Good for snacking. So we'll get them on there now. This right here, I don't want to create jerky. That's not the plan, not the goal. Tell you what, this griddle might heat it up a little bit more, but it's working out fine. I'm gonna put my ham down. Watch this. Ham frisbee. Whoa. I tried. Keep that before it gets too hot. You know, traditionally it's the Black Forest ham. It's this regular ham. I got this because I found it on clearance at Walmart. I'm not afraid to delve into some clearance meat here and there. Looks good, smells good. I got a little procedure to see if I think something's good. First of all, it's got to pass the 3-point test. First is a visual inspection. Nothing too nasty or icky or fuzzy growing on it. Second is a smell. I give it a little smell. If it doesn't smell too rancid, then I move on to step 3, which is a taste test. And that's got me by pretty good so far in life. Obviously, not everybody's got, you know, this right here is a cold rolled steel, cast iron steel stomach. All right, put some pepperoni down. This right here is a great beginner griddle cook. You learn the temperatures and etc. And everything's already cooked, so you ain't got to worry about giving the crowd food poisoning. Unless maybe you got a little too adventurous on your clearance ham. But you know how it goes. We'll get a little up close and personal footage of this. And I'll see you soon. Oh yes, goodness yes. All right, as we bounce back into focus here, make sure we're filming. We are. It's right here, just kind of heating it up, letting everyone's juices get acquainted with one another. That was a very poor choice of wording. Indeed. But you get the picture. Oh, hey, get back over there. Wow. These right here are exactly where I want them. So we're gonna push them back there. Now, just like I said, try to patch it together. It's not working that good, but I'm having fun, and that's the important part. I'll press it together a little bit more if I need to. Just putting a little of the garlic herb butter on the bottom of my buns. 1, 2, and try to press it back together there. My little girl is really good at Play-Doh. She will look at this and be very disappointed in me, I'm sure. But, like I said, I don't want to let these go too crazy. I'm liking a little brown. Butter's browning, that makes the meat look a little bit more brown too. Push it to the side. Check my pepperoni. Oh yes, you'll see, like I said, I went with the sandwich size, a little bit easier to work with, I think. I probably should make a little bit, pepperoni in there with the salami goof. Get over here. All right. So, I'm gonna put, as I'm doing this, I realized I forgot what order the traditional BMT goes in. I'm gonna do ham, pepperoni, and salami, and that gives my like a little color contrast maybe. Let's give a check on these. 1, 2, 3, and fingers crossed. I want it more. No! Oh, goodness. Goodness. Hey, you know, it gives me an idea. While I'm doing that, let that heat up. Now, off camera, I am butter. Well, let's bring it on camera. That's kind of the whole point, is having a video, right? Just putting a little bit of this garlic butter on top. Hopefully don't split these. And I was just thinking I can keep them together and maybe it looks like one big sub bun. I don't know. Like I said, working with what the world gave me. So I want to put it right down there in that pepperoni, ham, and salami juice. Now, it's right here. I'm going to turn it over. I'll let my cheese come to close to room temperature. I didn't have as much time as I would have liked. But we'll go ahead. I'm going with provolone. Ow! A little too close to the... And then I ripped some of them in half to kind of create a illusion if I needed it. We'll put that on the bottom. I don't want to squish these. I'm trying to keep them plump. I don't think it's going to work, but hey, I'll give it a try. They're back here in a warmer area, but I'm going to go ahead and pour some on. Like I said, this is not a direct copycat attempt or anything like that. It's just inspired by it. I wanted a griddle version. I was trying to think of some recipes that'd be good for first time newer griddlers looking for something that's easy and could be a crowd pleaser. I've never done this before, but pretty much had the stuff on hand. I said, why the dag blame not? 1, 2, 3, and check. Oh, yes. Now, I don't even care if that's all that crispy. I'm just gonna let that bun absorb the butter. My ham, put on that. There. Then one back here. Then probably gonna burn myself. Be smarter than I am.
Doesn't take much. Ah, told you.
I might have snacked on a little bit too much ham before I did this video. I'm a little short. Pepperoni's cooled down enough to where a dummy like me can handle it. This also makes me think of my salamaroni sliders. I have a video on that. Ooh, that was not. And we'll just, at this point, I'm just kind of goofing off and having fun with it. Sometimes you fail into success. I'm sure someone's probably said that before, but if not, I hope you're inspired. Flip that one over, pull some of these to the edge. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heat off. I don't want to burn the bottom too much. Actually pull it down here a little bit off the heat. Make sure, oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Put some more on top here. This is half an onion, half a red bell pepper. And that's always good to kind of plan, maybe. Like, I knew I'd have a little bit of leftovers from my chicken cheesesteak wrap. So I put them in on this. Worked out splendidly thus far, aside from all the failure. Put some banana pepper rings on. I like banana pepper. I like it on a sub, too. You could actually brown these a little bit if you wanted to. I'm not in this case. Now, I'm going to come in with a cheese blanket. Try to top it off. And then we'll put some around the edges. It's like working a fun food puzzle. I'm obviously putting more cheese on this than most anyone probably would or should. But now, what are you doing, silly onion? You ever get cracked black pepper on your sub? A little oil, vinegar. See how that's like, yeah. It's nice and hot. Now I can't remember which way I got these buns. I'll give it a try. Woo! All right, that's it. Let's get it plated up and go give it a try. Cheese, melt now or melt in my mouth later, your choice. There it is. I'm pretty pleased with the turnout for all the little roadblocks we hit along the way. I stepped on my microphone and bent the clip, and I tried to unbend it by stepping on it in the other direction and made it worse. Who would have thought? Anywho, this right here, like I said, I had to improvise. The bun, I just want to make these more smaller, but typically I go over the top or not at all, so it kind of works out, fits the theme of the channel. You can kind of see in there, we got some ham, pepperoni, salami, then there's onions and peppers and tons of provolone in our toasted bun. Now, if I can, this right here, the bottom looks far worse than what it is. It's always a little darker on camera, but it's got a lot of that, you can kind of, but it's not like burnt. It probably looks more burnt than it is, or maybe it is burnt and I'm just like, ugh, I hope they don't realize it, but you all are too smart for that. Anywho, doesn't smell burnt, smells pretty good. Peppers and onions, let's give it a try. I'm gonna get a really big bite. I do like how the, where's it at? Now here I'm looking for it. Oh, right there you can kind of see the, try not to lose it, the provolone started to brown on the edges a little bit. I'm gonna start on that side. Yeah, here we go. I dropped a pepper. This right here is not bad. I ended up cutting it in half for a little video purpose and stuff that'll happen. Gotta leave it a little down more when I'm trying to get some footage and whatnot. But obviously watch it if you're cooking yourself. It's right here. I like my salami sliders better than this, but I don't know, the ham might have cooked it a little too long, a little on the tougher side, but not bad. It's not tough, like chewy tough. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if I eat like that. It's all of it. Pepperoni and salami is just such a wonderful match made for each other. And the ham hits really well. I don't think I've got a banana pepper. I see one hiding in there. I don't know if you can see it. But, I mean, I'm just going to... Sneak attack. Got it. Oh, yeah, it gives a nice little tang. That's what I'm talking about. I enjoy it. If you're looking for kind of first type of griddle cook, it's always easy to want to start out with like the hibachi or teppanyaki, but we all call it hibachi. And then there's always that one person like, oh, hibachi, whatever you call it. But look at that salami hanging on there. Come on, come on. Oh yeah, it's sealed, it's glued. But you know, fajitas, cheesesteaks, things like that. There's smash burgers, of course, always a great first cook. But this right here, if you're trying to learn the temperature of your griddle, I think it's really good. All the stuff's already cooked. You're just kind of watching. You can move real quick with it. Obviously quicker than I was when I'm trying to film 50,000 different angles and whatnot. The garlic butter is really nice. It gives a nice little savory extra hint to that pepperoni and salami and the ham, and I'm pleased with it. I about threw this video out because it seemed like it was cursed, but I'm glad I did it. With that being said, if you've enjoyed the video, hopefully you have. If not, I apologize. My sincere apology. But if you haven't done so already, I'd greatly appreciate it if you consider to like, comment, subscribe, share, and turn on post notifications so you know when new content is added to the channel. Oh man, I was going to do the Let's Keep Cooking and catch that little salami, but it fell off. Anywho, until next time, I'm Garrett the Griddler saying, until I do this every time. Till next time, I'm Garrett the Griddler saying, let's keep cooking.
B.M.T. Biggest, meatiest, tastiest. I'll take words to describe. Can I ask you a question for 100, please? Oh no, but biggest, meatiest, tastiest. That's what it stands for. That's what Subway says it stands for, I think.
Oh, how about this? BMT, Brooklyn, Manhattan Transit. Get it? Subway theme. The more you know, handsome.
Wowza.